Hello, welcome to our chemistry assignment for EDX3160, Science Curriculum and Pedagogy. Today we are working in conjunction with the Year 2 content of the Australian Curriculum Elaboration, investigating the effects of mixing materials together. Welcome, Jaylee. Today we are using all of these materials to predict whether Play-Doh is a solid or not. Now, solids, liquids and gases, which is what we're talking about today, is matter, and matter takes up space. Matter can be a solid, a liquid or a gas. What do you think a solid might be, Jay?
A solid might be something that doesn't really lose shape. It just, like, if it was a sticky note, you pull it and it goes back in to the normal shape. So it's always, it holds its own shape, doesn't it? Very good. So when you're looking at these ingredients here, the flour, the salt and the cream of tartar, what are they to you? Do you think they're solids or do you think they're something else like liquids? It's something else like liquid.
Are you sure? When you look at the flour, you feel the flour and you tell me whether that's a solid or a liquid. So say if you poured it into this tub, into this container, see what happens. So when you feel it, what do you think? It's sort of the same. So what would that be?
It would still be
it's solid. What about the salt? If you add it into that container there, is anything changing with that salt when you mix it with the flour?
Mix it.
Yep. Is it still a solid?
I don't know. I haven't mixed it yet.
Oh, okay. What do you reckon?
It might be still solid.
Solid. Okay, so what if we add the cream of tartar? Now, the cream of tartar, do you think that that's a solid too?
Maybe.
Maybe. So, do you think that they're going to change anything?
We've got to wait and see.
Got to wait and see.
Presents for your birthday.
Okay. So, when we're talking liquid, if I move this over here, now compared to all of the ingredients here, do you think this warm water is a liquid or a solid?
Liquid.
It's a liquid.
Because it's just water.
Yeah, and it has no real shape of its own, does it? Liquids change shape easily. Liquids also flow. And when you pour a liquid into a container, Jaylee, what happens? Let's see. If we pour this blue liquidy food dye into the water, is it still liquidy food dye?
Yes.
Yeah?
And then you pour it in there.
Okay, I can't let you touch this because it's quite warm.
Yes.
Now, what do you think about the oil? Do you think the oil might be liquid or solid?
Liquid.
What tells you that it's liquid?
Because it doesn't stay a shape, it changes shape.
That's right. So it's moulding to the shape of the bottle, isn't it? Now, if I pour it into into the water, has anything changed?
No.
Have a look. I'll move it closer to you. Let's have a look. Has it changed? Not really, has it?
No.
Oh, you can see the oil on the top though, can't you?
Yeah, you can pour it
Now, what if I pour it into here? Will it change? Do you think the solids and the liquids mixed together will change?
Maybe a bit.
Maybe a
Wait
bit?
and see.
Well, I'll pour it all in here, ready? And I'd like you to stir it for me.
With my hands?
No, definitely not with your hands, but definitely with the spoon. Because the water's warm. So be very careful. What's happening? When you stir it, what's happening?
The solid is beating the other thing.
So the solid's mixing with the liquids?
Yeah, and it's feeding the liquid.
Oh, so do you think that the Play-Doh will eventually change shape? Because at the moment, what's that look like? To me, it looks liquidy. So do you think a Play-Doh will be a liquid or a solid?
It might be a liquid because it stays a bit.
Okay, so as we've mixed and mixed and mixed, what's happened, Jaylee? It's changed into a
ball
of what?
Liquid.
Is
No,
it
solid now.
Solid. So Play-Doh is in fact a
Solid.
good work.